Good evening, everyone. I hope you have had a most amazing Thursday. I am. Ooh, today was a roller coaster, and I am before you quite exhausted and quite spent and grateful to be here, though. I mean, really grateful. It was a rough day. Um, I went to my happy place. I got to the pool, and I haven't been being very smart about my energy. And that showed up today because I couldn't make it halfway through my workout. And I became extremely frustrated, like to the point where I was in tears because my body was just shutting down by the second. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish what I committed to do. And it's not just me that I've made this commitment to, but I've asked someone to help me through this journey, through this process. And it's their time I have to consider too, their effort I have to consider as well. And I couldn't make it happen today. And I just got so frustrated. And I was like, here we go again, something else I can't get done because my body just doesn't want to work, to exist in that state of homeostasis. And I left pretty abruptly and had a really hard time just maneuvering and trying to get to my car and all those things. And I thought, you know, my coach was just ticked and he'd left, but he had not. And so interesting, on the way to the pool, I was listening to um, the late Charles Stanley, and it was about strength and prayer. And when I started talking to my coach, he brought up a project that he's been working on. And that thing that happens in me when people start to talk to me about what they do and what they want to do, and it just started. And before I know it, I was making notes, and it was the vision was coming clear to me. And in that moment, I realized that God moved me out of that negative space with something else. He ignited my passion, even though I didn't fully get to do what I wanted to do. Even in those moments when I was thinking and planning in my head and trying to have that discussion about this project, what I realized is something that I told a lot of people, and I tell a lot of people, that you have to celebrate your victories even if they seem small. So today was a big win for me because I left the house exhausted and in pain and stiff, but I left the house and I got to where I was and I did half of the workout. So that was a huge, huge win for me. And I had missed it because the enemy is busy and he knows I'm on a mission. And he's like, uh oh, there she goes again. So, yeah, I was on a mission and I'm still on that mission. I'm being forged in fire. Kintsugi, I am that broken pottery that gets put back together, not just with clay, but with gold. And I will come through this. I know I will. I do know that I have that inner strength that Pastor Stanley was talking about, that my coach talks about. You have to tap into it. I know it's there, but I also know that I need to be smart about my energy, and I know my body. And I don't know, I just had forgotten to celebrate the victory of at least getting there and doing what I had done. And I'm glad that God brought that back to my attention because I really needed to remember it, because I tell it to people so often. Celebrate your victories no matter how small they seem. And he reignited a whole nother passion in me and was confirming some things as I was talking to him about his project, which is amazing. And if I have his permission, I will share it with you in another video. but it really is something that's so, so important. And I'm even humbled that he shared it with me, and I'm hopeful to be able to partner with him and work on this project. But like you said, your health. You have to consider your health. I hadn't eaten. I haven't slept very much. All of those things, I have control over those things. I need to be accountable for what part I'm playing in what happened today that I couldn't move and I couldn't do what I needed to do. So give some thought to that. First, celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem to you or to anyone else. There are victories every single day. No matter what challenges we have before us, we have victories, we have wins, and we must celebrate those wins. They're important, and they're important to our spirit to recognize that we are doing something. We are moving forward. We are continuing to evolve. And then to understand that there's more than one passion. There's more than one thing. God has made us multifaceted. So he intervened when I was starting to feel very dark about something and reminded me, hey, there's something else. Listen to this conversation. And it really did take me out of that dark space, that negative space. So I'm always so grateful, and to God be the glory always. I pray that you get something out of this. It's not you're getting anything from me, it's him. I'm just trying to be an obedient vessel, and a humble one at that, because he doesn't have to use me, he doesn't have to choose me. So I am humble and grateful anytime that he chooses to ask to tell me to talk, which is not my strong suit, believe it or not. So I wish you a wonderful evening. I pray that you will get some restorative sleep, that you'll have amazing dreams, and that you will wake grateful, full of purpose, full of intent on meeting every aspect of your day with gratitude. I love you all, no strings attached. I thank you for those of you who have watched these videos, have made comments, have shown such kindness. I'm so grateful. And I do hope that you will continue to consider liking, subscribing to this channel, and sharing it with someone. And in the hopes that they will be blessed as I am blessed. So I thank you all. I love you, no strings attached. And you have a great night.